Holy cow.
Wow.
Right? Yours isn't on. So this is with the lapel mic way down. Like I can barely, and I'm loud when I sing. I don't know. The ladies came in and set up all this crap and yeah, move it.
There should be a way to lower the sound if necessary.
All I can do, I can actually turn it down in the chapel. Like I can actually turn the volume down. So let's try that, okay?
Hello? Hello? This one's normal now? Get a little closer, baby. Is that too loud or is that okay?
No, but that, yeah. No, okay, so
Is that okay or is that too loud? Good. Okay.
all right, whoa.
Whoa, baby.
Whoa.
Yeah?
How about now? Okay, how about now? Can you hear me?
That doesn't sound too loud.
That doesn't sound too loud? I mean, look how far down, look how far down I have, but I can't raise my voice. Oh, say shalom b'imramav, huya say shalom aleinu. Okay, that sounds good. That's actually not the version I wanted to do. Wait, oh, say shalom b'imramav. No, not good? Oh, you know, that's what I grew up with. But I can't wait. I got to practice. I can't flub it.
Oh, say shalom.
Oh, say shalom b'imramav. Huya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, v'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Imru, amen.
Yes.
And it's not too loud?
Because to me, you're coming out, you're coming out of...
Look how far down my lapel mic is. Because I'm really loud.
Because you're coming out of the personal prayer, or take a minute to, for a personal prayer.
Totally.
And I think to me that you go into the more solemn Oseh Shalom. Oseh, coming out of that rather than the personal prayer. Oseh Shalom.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, that's the version.
To me, it ruins it. It's the wrong mood. I like, they're both fine, but it ruins the mood.
That's the one
I'll go with you. I'll get you on call.
Yeah, good. Yeah, feel free. Because let me tell you, I've been practicing like crazy.
Fine.
My voice is good. It's strong tonight. But that's the problem when I'm loud and this lapel mic is like,
Where's Rabbi's book?
Oh, Rabbi's book is right there. Oh, so listen, do you want the Misha Bera special prayer? After he does that line right there. I can do it or you can do it, whatever you want.
I can do it. That's the Mishi Bera.
Yeah, it's right after we sing it and we
Any
turn
goofy names,
around.
goofy names.
All right, Ron, let's try again. Yep, I'm on. Well, now I'm lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can hear me? Okay. Yep, I've got, you see how far down it is? Okay. Right, and you won't hear this. I don't think you'll hear me jangle because I don't really move that much. Okay, all right. Okay.
Oh, okay, so this is the current listing, and these are the people in times past. Okay.
Delugoff.
Deluga. I don't know how you, what else, Deluga. You gotta, you know,
I'm assuming it's Delugoff and not Delugoff. Delugoff. That's how I would say it.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They want to get mad at me? Knock yourselves out.
No, she texted Rabbi and sort of gave a phonetic.
How does that, Zoller?
I think so.
How is this, Morris? That's Chip's dad.
It is. So we read him last week because Chip was here, but technically his your side's tonight.
Oh, okay.
Or this weekend. So Rabbi's always like, better more than once than not enough. So I always put it back
I'm
on the
with you.
list.
That's fine. All right, so I got this, then I'm going here.
changed it on the cue sheet.
Yeah, you did. Fine, I will use your revised cue sheet if I have to.
Yes, as in like scratch it off in pen. Oh, and I'm not doing adenolam, I wanna do Ankelhania, is that okay?
That's why I ask you.
Okay.
That's certainly fine.
So, while they were testing the fire alarms today, this is what I was doing.
Okay.
Right.
Look, I love it. How much noise were they making?
Oh,
How many times did they set it off?
5 or 6.
Gotta like it. Gotta like it.
5 or 6. So you're on now.
Yeah, 20 minutes. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Neil Goldman, past president of Bethel, honorary trustee. And on the behalf of the Board of Trustees, I welcome everybody here tonight. If you are new to our congregation, please introduce yourself to me after the service or to Miss Amy, who we're happy to have as our cantor tonight. And we will give you a more appropriate welcome. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones if you get a chance. Please save the date for our open house on Sunday morning, August 10th. A fun-filled family event for members and any Jewish families in the community that want to come and check us out and see what we're all about. Also on Sunday, August 24th, come celebrate as the Sisterhood has their open house here at Bethel. For all other events, and there's a lot coming up, just hit our e-blast and RSV to whatever you're interested in. And thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Can everybody hear me? Okay, good.
I'm hard to miss, so I'm not even going to ask. If you could open up your books to page 128, we will start with Hine Mato.
Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Now we would like to call up Jody Klein to help us with the candles and the Kiddush. Everybody wants to turn to page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai, that's okay. Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, shall Shabbat.
And now page 123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu Be'Shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchiyanu, zicharon lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, yotanu kidashta, Michol ha'amim, Be'Shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha'shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
And now we turn to page 127. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we seek to exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. Now we turn to page 142 for Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei l'shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
As now we turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu, if you could rise, if you are comfortably able.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Blessed are you, page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the evening, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
Page 150. Please join me.
Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Please remain standing for the Shema on page 152.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. We now turn to page 154 for the V'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha, u'v'chol me'odecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha, ve'shinantam levanecha, ve'dibarta bam, ve'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvletecha v'aderek, ushochbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, ve'hayu atotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, Vitem kedoshim le'elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher hotzeti dechem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem emet.
We now turn to page 159. Join with me in reading. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, for soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Michamocha, page 158.
Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'eli anu ve'amru, Ze'eli anu ve'amru. Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam ba'ed. V'nemar kifad Adonai Yaakov, ugalo miyachazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
We now turn to page 160, and we read in the English. Grant, O God, that when we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed, spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. God, our going and coming to life and to peace evermore.
Baruch atah Adonai, haparei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael va'al Yerushalayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
Now we turn to page 162 for the Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. B'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot לכבוד את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Now we turn to page 164 for the tefillah. If you please rise if you're comfortably able.
Adonai sifatav tifta ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Mashiach Magim, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah, 168, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atavra Hoshia, Morid HaTal, Mechachel Hayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umakayim emunato lishenei afar, Micha mocha bal givurot, Umido melach, Melech memid umachayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. 170. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, v'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu la'asela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. We now turn to page 175, and we read together. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha be'ira na'avod.
Page 177 again, we read together. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai,
Hatov shimcha ucha na'er lahadot.
Page 178, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tev benecha levarech את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
And now our thoughts turn to those who are in need of healing, whether it is of mind or body or of spirit. The congregation is thinking for healing of Pearl Levin, Carol Friedman, Carol Wallace, Carol Solomon, June Van, Rabbi Michael Matchison, Sherry Chait, Larry Mikolov, Antoine Worley, Linda Chambliss, Judge Frank Caprio, Fran Marcus, Howard Silvers, Paige Hedrick, Kathy Weiner, Rob Moreland, Ben Beltran, Jeff Meyer, Sadie Charlotte Schwartz, Dean Fiandaca, Arthur Angelico, David
Aglico, Arthur Aglico.
Aglico, finally, there's 4 other names, but I got Aglico. David Charles, Carolyn Boyles, Ken Freeman, Dawn D'Amelia, Michael Bierman, Nancy Rubenstein, Leonard Reed, Randy Pakula, Marlene Shear, Stuart Shear, Robin Bryan, Ronald Lieberman, Harvey Sugarman, Cindy Sears, Jackie Gould, the Israeli hostages, the Israeli soldiers injured in the war, and all civilians in this war and in any other. And I would like to invite anyone who has a name that they would like to share with the community to do so when my eyes meet yours.
Jackie, 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 Jackie Gould.
Now we turn to page 371 for the Mishiberach.
Mishiberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Please be seated. This week's Torah portion is actually a double portion of Matot and Maseh, and they are the last portions from the 4th book of the Torah. You can call it Numbers or Bamidbar. These chapters mark the end of Israel's 40-year journey through the wilderness. They are filled with travel itineraries, tribal negotiations, boundary lines, and preparations to finally enter the Promised Land. We find the Israelites at a threshold, standing on the plains of Moab, gazing across the Jordan towards the Promised Land. Matot opens with Moses teaching us about vows, a reminder that our words matter, that promises are sacred. I'll call you back. We should get together soon. Next year, I'll really focus on my spiritual growth. How often do we make promises lightly? The Torah reminds us that words carry power. They can heal or wound, build or destroy, create bonds or casual disappointments. When we speak with intentions, our words align with our values, and we become our best selves. Then the text goes on to tell us about the request of the tribes of Reuben and Gad. They asked to remain where they are and settle east of the Jordan outside the promised land because the land is good for their livestock. At first, Moses is angry. He thinks they're trying to avoid the responsibility and the difficulty of the battle ahead. He reminds them of the sin of the spies in the previous portions, those 10 emissaries, or spies of Moses, if you like, who believed that the enemies of the Israelites were too numerous and powerful, and the promised land was not conquerable. Their disbelief in God's words condemned the Israelites to 40 years of wandering in the desert. Moses and the tribes have an honest confrontation where Moses admonishes them that they are, quote, standing in the place of your fathers and making the Lord even more angry with Israel. If you turn away from following him, he will again leave all these people in the wilderness, and you will be the cause of their destruction. Finally, the two tribes offer a compromise. If Moses lets them inherit the land they desire, they will make sure their men go forward and fight alongside the other tribes and will not return home until the wars have been won. This moment is relevant for us today. It speaks to the need for communal obligation. The tribes are allowed to choose a different path, but only if they remain committed to the greater good. Think of this as one of those early win-wins. In our own lives, we often find ourselves on a different path than others, whether it's professionally, spiritually, or personally. Being part of a community, even our Bethel community, means showing up for what's best for each other, even when our own personal interests diverge. The next portion, Maseh, then unfolds the entire 40-year journey through the wilderness. 42 stations from the slavery of Egypt to the threshold of freedom. But the Torah doesn't just list the destination. It preserves the memory of the journey itself, the stops, the starts, the apparent detours that were all actually necessary preparation for what was about to occur. Maseh recounts each of the 42 places where the Israelites encamped during the journey from Egypt to the edge of the Promised Land. Think about that. 42 stops in the wilderness, each named and remembered. It doesn't simply say they wandered for 40 years. It gives us the details. Why? Because the Torah understands something that we often forget. Details matter. Every step in the journey shapes who we become, even the hard ones, even the detours. These 42 places were scenes of miracles, rebellion, even sometimes peaceful. But they are each remembered. God commands Moses to write them down, not to glorify the past, but to remind the people, don't forget where you have been. We often focus only on outcomes. This teaches us that the journey itself is what is sacred, that every station, the difficult ones, especially the difficult ones, shape who we become. The understanding that true growth is not a destination, but a lifelong process. We don't journey towards some idealized perfection, but toward a deeper understanding, greater compassion, and more authentic living. The hardships in the wilderness weren't merely punishments, they were preparation. It taught humility, developed resilience, and forged a community where one did not exist before. Now, as we enter the final book of the Torah, Deuteronomy, next week, and get ready for the high holidays all too soon, let us carry these teachings with us. First, may our words be vows that we keep, promises that reflect our highest values, and commitments that we uphold. Second, may we honor not just our destinations, but our journeys, the winding path that brought us here, made us who we are, and the experience that still await us. Shabbat Shalom. We now turn to page 678 for the Hatikvah. Please stand. Did I miss? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, we did it before, missed it. All right, yeah, we're moving on.
Okay.
Go ahead. I think
No.
you're right.
Sorry, y'all, coming. Kol balevav pnima, nefesh Yehudi homiya, ufate mizrach kadima, ayin litzion Sophia. Old lo avda tikvatenu, hatikva bat shnot apayim, liotam choshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Liotam choshi be'artzenu, Eretz Zion Yerushalayim.
Please be seated. If everybody would like to take just a few moments for silent prayer and reflection.
Ose shalom bimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, bimru, bimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Imru, amen.
We now turn to page 586 for the Elenu.
Please
Please rise.
rise. Sorry.
Please rise if you're complete.
Neil and I have done this so many times together.
We're stepping on each other.
Aleinu l'shabach Adon hakol, lateku v'al yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigayeh haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot hadama, shelo sam kelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu 588 shehuneto shamayim veyoser haaretz umoshav yikara bashamayim ima'al ushchinatu zo begove meromim hu Eloheinu einod emet malkeinu efesuato kakatuv betorato v'edat hayom v'heshavota elavevacha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim mima'al ve'al ha'aretz mitachad einod v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz v'yom hahu yech Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. I'd like to invite Jody Klein up for a reading ahead of tonight's Kaddish.
The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled. It burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades. Its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see. In light we are seen. The flames dance, and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our lives burn down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more, and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life.
Thank you. And now the congregation is remembering those that we have lost. David Shaknovsky, David Friedman, David Cohn, Mike Hyman, Alice Macaulay Schumer, Carol Mandel, Helen Gerber, Jerry Chait, Shirley Mendelson, Bryce Rutin, Eliezer Ben Yehuda, Jim Darman, Abe Shlominski, Robert William Forsyth, Phyllis Atkins, and Elizabeth Greenville. And we are also remembering those that we have lost in times past. Sylvia Belkin, Tilly DeLugoff, Rachel Kedem, Lena Levy, David Moore, Ralph Morris, Edwin Sands, Sylvia Zaller, and Dorothy Zemlich Fine. May they be blessed with a full and complete healing, a healing of spirit and a healing of body. Together with all those who are ill among the Jewish people, may those who will not be healed on this earth be blessed with nights free from suffering and days with peace. May God grant strength and comfort to those who care for the sick, and may God help us to find hope and courage as we face fear and loss. May all who are ill be surrounded by the love of hands, loving companions, family, and community, and let us say, Amen. We now turn to page 598 for the Kaddish. Hold on, if anybody has any names they would like to add to our Yahrzeit list. Now as we turn to page 598 for the Kaddish, please rise if you're comfortably able.
Yikadav Yikadash Merabah, Yamad Yavrach Ute, Yamlik Makote, V'chayechon V'meachon, V'chayed Kol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Zman Kariv Yimru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Me'olam Maya, Yitbarak V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitraman V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Kusha B'richu. Min kol b'chirata v'shirata, tushbata v'nechemata, damiram v'yama v'yamru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'el kol Yisrael, v'yamru, amen. Oseh shalom b'ramav, uyaseh shalom, aleinu v'el kol Yisrael, v'yamru, amen.
May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. Now we turn to page 626 for Ein Keloheinu.
Ein Keloheinu. I got to pick the song tonight. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kamalkeinu, Ein Kamoshienu, Mi Eloheinu, Mi Chadonenu, Mi Chamalkeinu, Mi Chamoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Elohim Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu.
And now please rise. We do the priestly blessing.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you. May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Ken yehi ratzon. May God's light shine upon you and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom, shalom.
Ken yehi ratzon. May you feel God's presence within you always and may you find peace. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you very much. You are welcome very much. Thank you very much. That Devorah Torah was awesome. It was really good. Yeah, I did. I liked it a lot. I actually like the copy.
You like a copy?
I like the copy.
Well, you can. You want it with a crease? You want me to email it to you or you want a hard copy?
Anyway, I'll give you this here. It's awesome. Okay, I'll do that later. Let's go Kiddush.
Kiddush.